Hey guys, welcome to Rhymes Times Thoughts, a everyday guy, everyday thoughts. Hey, today I've taken time out of my day. Today's topic is the power of giving back. And the topic is really how simple giving back is a huge thing. So really listen. This is, of course, Rhymes Times Thoughts, a everyday guy, everyday thoughts. You can catch it on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Thomas Rhymes Jr., and of course here. Today we're diving into the deeper power of giving back. I really strive on this. I think about it all the time. Have you ever stopped to think about how simple an act of kindness, such as providing food to those in need, can change somebody's life just that easy? I would say food is power, and it is used in a negative way these days. Imagine a world where everyone had enough to eat, where no one had to go to bed hungry. Food is just not sustainable in the power. Food is a power of life, spirits, bringing community together, and providing hope and brightness for tomorrow night. But let's also talk about giving. And I use an example, giving is power, and size doesn't matter, but I'm going to use an example. We have 5 richest people in the world. And they do a positive thing of giving back, I really think. I think the rule is also what my best friend's dad also said: when you have so much wealth, when you die, or be buried with your money. So how much can you give back now before you die and everybody fights for your money, in a sense, right? He didn't say it, but it happened in a sense. So the impact of the world is the richest people could do so much. And I'm not saying, but everybody should do something as well. So really, let's think about the true richest are giving back, helping those in need. Sure, could they do more as well? For sure. For example, Elon Musk is worth, I think, $415 billion. He gives back maybe 1%. That's $5.7 billion. Larry Ellison, known for $271 billion, I believe he came back 2.5%, but don't hold me to it. That's $9.8 million. Jeff Bezos is worth $220 billion. He has a tendency to give, I think, around 5%. That's $10 billion. Remember, $220 billion off its interest and all that, he gives 5%. He gives around $10 billion a year. So you imagine how much interest he's giving, and his wealth is still gaining to have that much to give. That 5%. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Makes your head bottle, isn't it? There's another guy, Bernie, I forget his name, he's worth $195 million. Mark Zuckerberg is worth $189 billion. He gives back around 1.3% of his wealth. That's $2.5 billion he gives. So, like I said, as I look you straight in the eye here, it's okay the amount you launch your giving. I'm okay with that. Could you give more? Probably. But I also want how we as a society is making people who do need the help bad. Maybe they're in SNAP and we're judging them, why are they in SNAP, all that. But we don't know the true meaning behind it. We don't know their bank account. So I use a perfect example. How are you stable? So are you able, if you've lost your job for a year, do you have enough money in your 401k, in your saving account, to other means that you could retrieve money to survive for a year? Can you do that? Or let's go even smaller. A month. Add up all your bills in a month, and are you able to sustain that? Then you're just sustain it, so you're on the edge. So when we look at other people, we might have to really think about ourselves as well. how stable we really are. It's great you have a house over your roof or RV that we live in, Jacob Pinnacle, but we should be worried because hunger is power, and that's the thing we give up the fastest when everything starts going sour. Now I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Let's not forget that. It's our fast-paced world that filled with distraction, competitiveness, priorities. It's easy to overlook the simple act of giving. But the size of giving does not matter once again. Whether you give a little or a lot, what is important is the intention that you're behind it. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, it can create a ripple of changes throughout society. It could change somebody just buying them a cup of coffee. So let me really wrap this up on today, I suppose, of giving back. I encourage you to take a moment to think about how can you give back on your own, whether it's through volunteer, donating. My wife donates blood every month, or simply being there for somebody who's in need. When they pass away, we tend to give a lot of food, but what if they didn't pass away? Can we still do the same thing? Remember the power of giving within all of us. Let's make the world a better place. One act of kindness at a time. But right now, how we talk, it's sad how people, Democrats, Republicans, how people are judging them, all that. But really, we're all one for society. And how throughout the world can we make this better? And people are starving. We just don't see those commercials every day. When I was growing up of people starving, they kind of took those off now. Now they do the animal one of shelter. They just reverse it from humans, now they show animals. But has things changed? So today's podcast was from rhymestimesthoughts. I once in a while come up with a subject and talk about it, and then all the other my videos are random things. But I wanted to thank you for tuning into this podcast of the act of giving. And remember, food is power, and people are using that as a weapon now. So thank you for joining rhymestimesthoughts, an everyday guy, everyday thoughts, and I'll be looking forward to talk to you more about it. And please make comments. Let's talk about the subject of giving. I'm open for comments. Comments are good. Even if it's negative, we still grow off of it. But once again, this is rhymestimesthoughts, an everyday guy, everyday thoughts. I will talk to you soon.